Okay, you're going to sum up in your mind what you've been learning so far in this module. We know that the industry average, or of the 100 group program pros that I've spoken with or researched from, the average being 13% result rate. That means 87, if I've got my maths correctly, did not get the results. Think about everything you've learned so far. Can you think of 3 reasons why that might be? 3 what kind of come to you as the most important, pressing, pertinent reasons why students aren't getting results in group programs. And if you can also then think which of these are in our zone of control, that's what we looked at in the previous lesson. In this lesson, you are going to learn about the learner archetypes. Okay, my scroll's gone a bit funny here. Oh gosh, look at my computer going funny. Tech issues. You're going to learn about the learner archetypes. Which learners do you have in your program? What do they need to get results? And where within the Rave Results program will you learn specific strategies? All right. Your takeaway from this lesson will be you will be able to start identifying learners in your own community so that you can pull out these strategies that you're going to learn in the program to improve their results. Okay, so we have 5 learner archetypes. We've got Love It All Leslie, Easily Distracted Emma, Additional Needs Alex, Retreating Ray, and Needs Nothing Nadia. Now, everybody who enters into our space are absolutely individual, autonomous, special people. They all have their differences, obviously, but they can also have similarities, and that's how we've built these archetypes. Let's start with Love It All Leslie, and as I go through the archetypes, you can start having a think as well, like, am I a Leslie or am I somebody else? Love It All Leslie would achieve 100% curriculum completion. She would binge every single lesson. She would come to most, if not all, of the calls. She'll be the most active face in your community, somebody who's in there regularly, if not daily. She's extremely intrinsically motivated. Like, she is desperate to learn what you're teaching. She's so excited to learn about what you're teaching. And she can be the most raving and referring student in your program, and she probably is like that in most of the programs she's in when she has a good experience. But what could happen that might make Leslie not rave about your program, refer people to your program, or keep up that kind of completion and action? Let's have a think here. If there's not a clear outcome, all right, she may not be as excited. If the curriculum isn't as streamlined and effective, she may not be able to binge through it. You know, like, she may love it, but there comes a point where it's like, come on now, this is too much, right? There could be some of those roadblocks, but there are some strategies in Rave Results that can help Leslie be the most raving and referring student. If we give her a clear program promise, she will have the language to be able to celebrate her achievement. And you'll do that in the next module. If we share with her a success criteria, like I shared with you in the very, very first lesson, she will then have even more language to explain the exact tangible results she's getting, rather than, yeah, I think it was good. Yeah, I think I enjoyed it. She'll be able to say, oh yes, I learned this, I took this away, I had this transformation. She'll have the language of success if you give her a success criteria. All of these things in bold, by the way, are certain sections in Rave Results that you can skip to if you want to, or these are the kind of concepts I teach you. If Leslie has a results curriculum framework, she will binge it faster than I just binged those 4 blimmin' episodes of Bridgerton Season 3 before June, when the new episodes are coming out. Again, I'm not making this program very evergreen timely here, but that's all good. If your coaching, support and feedback features are structured in a way that gives her so much value, and she has ways of accessing the support that she loves to access, she will take good advantage of it. She will be so happy. That will make her a raving fan. And if you structure your community and you offer a community part, she will have somewhere where she can show up and be that positive, lovely force every single day. All right, so there's some sections of the Rave Results curriculum that you can go to see how you can have lots of Leslies. Now, you may be, or you may recognise, an easily distracted Emma. She may have circumstances outside of the programme that is constantly pulling her focus. Or she could be distracted by shiny objects, new Netflix series, or competing priorities. She's trying to learn so many different things at once. Easily distracted Emma often doesn't have as much intrinsic motivation to do the work and to stick at it. So therefore, she may need some of those more extrinsic motivators to keep her going, keep her working through. You might notice she's the person who kind of pops in and out of coaching, in and out of the community. She shows up for a bit, she goes away, she comes back, she goes away. She says, hasn't really made much progress because she's had X, Y, Z going on. And she can also be really demotivated when things get hard. So again, thinking about those roadblocks, what might be Emma's roadblocks to success, to getting results? It may be circumstances, distractions, priorities. It may be demotivation. It may be lack of self-belief, and it may be difficulty, for sure. So what strategies can we use to give her the best chance of success possible? Again, that success criteria, so she can hold herself accountable. When she comes to coaching, comes to the community and says, oh, I haven't really got much further, you can say, well, why don't you go back to your success criteria and celebrate all of the things you have done? And then that will highlight for you what you just need to tick off next. It will help her keep track of her progress and celebrate what she's done to build a bit of that belief back. It's really important for Emma to be tracking her results so that she can see she's got those quick wins and that she is making progress. And it's important that we do layer on these extrinsic motivating factors, these kind of engagement strategies that I teach in the program, such as milestones, incentives, to catch her before she is distracted and then gone for good. Then we've got additional need Alex. Alex learns in different ways. Alex may not like video trainings. He may prefer to read or to listen. He may not like Notion, for example. He has different learning needs. He may be an audio processor, so he needs to talk things out versus just sitting and absorbing. For him to deepen his learning, he might need to talk it out. He might need to ask a lot of questions. He might lose concentration easily and get distracted as well. And it may also lack self-belief in achieving the result because it feels hard, it doesn't feel accessible, those reasons. So there are some roadblocks that might cause Alex to not be your most raving student. So if the materials aren't delivered in accessible ways, if there's no support offered, if there's no belief building, that might prevent him from becoming a raving student. So in onboarding, make sure that he has everything he needs in the start here, in the module 0, or in your onboarding process. Let him know where he can get his additional resources and where he can go to get help. Coaching, let him know that there is support and feedback available and it's accessible in different ways. We're going to talk in Rave Results about asynchronous and synchronous coaching. If he can't make live calls, how else can he get support? Let him know that. And when you create your lessons to be engaging using my 4T lesson plan framework, which I share with you in the program, that will help with concentration. It will keep things flowy, it'll avoid tangents, it'll avoid waffle, and it will make your lessons more inclusive in that way. Are you, or do you know, or do you recognize retreating rays? They are people that maybe start strong or they enroll, but then you kind of never see or hear from them again. Or maybe that you can see they've done like a little bit of the curriculum. Maybe they've come to one call. Maybe they've asked one question in the community and then you don't hear from them again. What might have happened there? Maybe have a think. For that person where something is happening in the program and it's just not engaging them, it's not motivating them, it's not kind of hooked them in, some strategies that we can employ to increase their engagement are feedback loops. I teach you that later in the program. It's opportunities for them to share what they're struggling with, what they're not engaging with, what they need more help with, so you can ensure your design is always really effective. You could also offer Ray these incentives, these milestones, and these re-engagement strategies that I share with you later in the program, so that they are always reminded of the commitment they made, the investment they made, and they are reminded to come and get support, come and re-engage. We're here for you. Another strategy that I teach in Rave Results is called Ultimate Examples. It's where you share examples of yourself, previous clients, previous students who have achieved the result that you are teaching in your program. And this is a really good strategy for those students who tend to retreat or tend to kind of get disengaged and demotivated. Sharing ultimate examples rebuilds that belief. It shows them like, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. Okay, that person's done it. Let me give it a go. And finally, needs nothing Nadia. This person purchases and then that's it. You don't see them in the curriculum, like 0% curriculum completion. They never come to a call. They never take, a question in the community or ask anything in the community. What might have happened there? Literally anything, and we will never know. And needs nothing, like they will just disappear and we just don't know why. However, when it comes to implementing strategies for a needs nothing Nadia, we need to do everything and nothing. Okay, we need to do everything in our power to design our program effectively, which you'll do when you follow, the process inside Rave Results. But I wanted to share with you this, Nadia, as this reminder that we will have students that never show up, and we never know if they are doing the work or getting results, or, we just don't know if they are or not. But as long as we know we've done everything in our control to design the program in such a way, we can assume the best of Nadia. We can assume that she is just cracking on, that she has gotten what she came for, she doesn't need anything else, she's loving life, or that she's going to come back to it later when she's in a better place, but she's feeling really positive and lovely because we're so sure we've designed our program effectively. All right. And I had a needs nothing Nadia who joined a program, came to a call, and then I never heard from them again. Ever. And I would see them still sort of like interacting with my social content. I'd see them, still commenting on my post. And I think, she can't hate me. Even though like she completely dropped out of the program. Oh my gosh, did she hate it? She joined my mastermind about a year later and said, oh, Vix, I just had stuff going on, but I love the program. I had to join the mastermind. So we can assume that our Nadias are like that, just loving life, because we're so confident in what we've created and what we've delivered. So what have you learned from this lesson about the people in your programs, the students that are already in or are going to enroll in the future, what it means for their results, and the strategies that you can ensure that you're implementing to meet all of those people where they're at? Okay, I'd love to hear your light bulb moments over in the Hacienda. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next module. We're going to be moving into the design portion of creating your group program. I'm so excited. I will see you in there.